Hi, my name's Caitlin Moe, and I'm a special education teacher in Milwaukee Community School District. I serve kindergarten through second grade students on a mild to moderate spectrum of both behavior and learning disabilities. And the schedule that I'm going to be talking about is for a student who's in first grade, not diagnosed on the spectrum, but definitely has some characteristics of a child that might be on the spectrum, and some needs for visual reminders and a visual schedule. And this schedule goes with him everywhere that he goes throughout his day. And he has additional adult support, so he has an associate with him all day. There's two different associates that I have that work with him, a different one in the morning and then in the afternoon. And those adults swap at lunchtime. So there's, we kind of do a mini schedule for this student, both in the morning. So the morning associate will build the schedule with him in the morning, and then the afternoon associate will bring him to our classroom and build that schedule for the afternoon together in our midday check-in. So the general education teacher is so wonderful, and she's done a really great job to make some modifications for our student, and has a visual schedule that's up for the whole class to see up on her whiteboard. And not only does it have the word, but it also has a board maker picture for each chunk of the day, everything that they're doing throughout the day. And then, so the associate will meet the student in the classroom. They'll look at the big visual schedule that's in the general education setting. And then after they put all their things away in the morning, the associate will bring the student down to our classroom to build his morning schedule and then talk about any big changes throughout the day. So this, I didn't bring the whole binder home to make the video. I just brought the schedule pieces. I should have brought the whole binder though, thinking about that differently. But here's a picture of an example of the student's morning schedule. This is what his morning schedule looked like today. So any of those big changes, so specials, if there's an assembly today. So we leave those on there so that he can see them all day and know what to expect for the afternoon and his specials and things like that. And then both the associate and I talked to him after we're done with social skills, talked to him about what his day is going to look like, and we build what he's to expect. So today he had reading, phonics, read to someone, word work, and then lunch and recess. So then after his lunch and recess, they'll swap associates, and the afternoon associate will bring him down to our classroom and talk about what his afternoon schedule will look like. I chose to do the board maker picture and the word because we're working to be reading and being able to pick out words on their own, but we're not totally fluent with it yet. So that's why I still have the picture. So next year I'm hoping to transition to just the word. And when the student was in kindergarten, we had the real pictures for different things, which is why you'll see that the toy trains, he really loves trains. So we have the real picture of his reward on here, and then everything else we try to do with the board maker picture and the word. Let me see what else I needed to talk about. Yep, so this is a portable schedule. It goes with the associate and the student in a binder. So they have the data collection sheet, any other materials that they might need, the visual schedule, and then they also have a receptacle page. So it looks just like this. It makes it easy for the student and the associate and for me to find the next schedule pieces when we're building our schedule together. So when the student is all done, say he finishes reading, we take the reading off and we put it back on this page. And so the student can see everything that he's finishing leading up to lunch and recess. And those are really preferred times of the day for him. I chose to do it vertical because this is the way that the general education teacher has her schedule presented. So I thought it would just be easiest for the student to follow along that way. And we only did half a day, one because the associates switch, and it provides a really great opportunity for me to have a midday check-in with the student, the associate to kind of to hear about his day so far, and then talk about things that they can expect for the afternoon and any different schedule changes as well. As far as checking the schedule, the student is pretty fluent at when he finishes a task or he finishes a part of his day, getting into the binder, looking at the piece that he's finished with, and moving it to the receptacle page or the all done page. But from time to time, he needs a little bit of a cue, or if he wants to know what's coming up next, the adult can prompt, check your schedule. Student will open the binder, check the schedule, and then know what's coming up. This is also helpful if there's ever problem behavior. The student prefers to be with his peers in his class, and it's highly motivating for him to be doing what his class is doing. So say there's non-compliance during phonics. So that phonics schedule piece is going to stay on there until the student complies and it meets the work expectation for that phonics. Otherwise, he's going to get backed up until lunch and recess, and he's not going to be able to go or do the special, say, for computers. Say he doesn't have his phonics work done before he goes to computers. He has to finish his phonics before he gets to go to his specials with his class. And that piece of, if the time for the special is going down, we set a visual timer when it's time for things like recess and computers if we're non-compliant, so that he can see if he's not complying with the task, the time for that special and time for recess is going away. So that's my schedule for this little friend. It's really pretty simple. And like I said, I'm hoping for next year when he's in 2nd grade to be able to just use the word, but we'll see how that goes and how we progress this year. Thanks so much. Bye.